feel like I live in a laundrette whenever we have a washing day.
It's officially so dark, the studio light has come out.
Doesn't grow for like months and months and months and months, and then all of a sudden it just goes thump. Hello guys, good morning, welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm actually heading to a little cabin in the woods for a few days with James, which is going to be the most lovely thing ever. I cannot wait. Basically, it's like this tiny little cabin with gorgeous windows that are like the whole thing basically. It's got a wood burner, it's got like coffee and stuff in there, nice little shower, gorgeous bed, gorgeous views, middle of a field, fire pit. Basically like the most autumnal vibe you could ever think of. And I kind of wish we were going in like 2 weeks when the leaves are a bit more like golden. But so fine with the fact that we're not, and we're going now because it's going to be roughly like 20 to 24 degrees the next few days, which is so perfect. We did do something similar a couple of years ago. I'll leave it linked down below, but that was in the height of winter and it was so cold and rainy. Now we've lucked out, it's going to be beautiful weather, which I'm so excited about. So I thought we would pack on this vlog, and then we're going to fast forward a few days and then you're going to see me post being on this trip. But if you want to watch the trip, I've already uploaded it, so head back a couple of videos. I'll leave it linked down in the description as well. So if you want to, you can watch this packing bit, then go and watch the cabin, and then come back and watch the rest of the weekly vlog. So let's get packing. Underwear's in, pyjamas are in. I did film it, but it wasn't filming, so we're gonna roll with it. This is the bag that I'm taking. This is my Katie Loxton like weekend bag. I use this all the time when I'm going on like mini trips, especially if it's somewhere where I just don't need a full suitcase. Like if I go and stay with my parents, if I go to a friend's house for the night, that kind of vibe, I usually take this because it does just fit everything in. Okay, one of my outfits, I'm taking this activewear set. If you want to see my full outfit breakdown, I did do another video on my Instagram and my TikTok. I'll leave that linked and I'll pop it on a YouTube short as well. But basically I showed you flat lays of every outfit so you could see exactly the vibe that I was going for with each of them. But this is me just kind of putting them in as outfits so you can still kind of see. So we've got this little set from Adenola, which is like a cute little sports t-shirt that's very tight, very cutesy, and then we've got the matching leggings. The colour of this is coffee bean, so it's like a nice kind of grey brown. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to pop that in because we are planning to do a little hike, so I thought that would be perfect for that. Or to be honest, it's just a cute little one to like lounge around in because we are planning to do as little as possible apart from like explore, be in nature, sit down, read books, like chill with each other and stuff. So it's not going to be like a kind of let's be really fashion heavy and like run around and stuff. Like we are just being more chilled. And then I've got this little cardigan to go over the top because I thought this would be quite a nice, just, you know, when we're lounging around and stuff, I can just chuck this on top. But also this is going to be quite handy for just, you know, if I get a bit chilly in the evenings or anything. Okay, I've got another activewear set. So we've got a little black t-shirt. This one's H&M. These are Adenola, same as the last set I showed you. I don't know if I said that was Adenola, but I just think that's going to be the comfiest thing, just kind of lounging around in activewear. One of these is going to be to go home in, one is going to be for hiking in, so probably this will be my go home activewear. But one sports bra because we're not going to get sweaty and hot. Like there's literally no point in me taking multiple sports bras and stuff with me. I'm not planning on running or anything while we're away, so that will be that. Then I've got one pair of trainers that are being packed, which is the New Balance 990 V6. So these are going to be going in. They're just little grey ones. I thought they went with pretty much everything that I've packed, so made sense to pop these in. So that's that. So we've got two activewear sets. We've got our pyjamas. Today I'm going to wear this, which is just like a long sleeved top and my linen trousers because it's not that cold, and I thought this would be quite cute just with my Birkenstock Bostons as a little outfit for day one. And then my one like nice outfit, I've got my little Ugg dupes, which I will leave linked, and then I've got this outfit. So I've gone for a little vest top, very cute. So she is just, it's just literally a knitted vest, but I thought it was quite a nice one for transitioning to autumn. I wear it a lot at this time of year. We've got my darker denim Levi's going in. So these are the cropped 550s. Nope, sorry, 501s. I'm thinking New Balance trainers. They're the cropped 501s. And then I've got this chunky cardigan, which I'm yet to wear from Wild Fox. And I just thought this would be a cute one to pop in because, again, I can chuck it on in the evenings if I'm a bit cold. But also, it just gives like that cozy autumn vibe if I'm just putting on some jeans and stuff. So if we do decide to wander into a town or anything, I've got a cute little jumper to put on. And then coats, I'm just taking this burgundy one from Adenola, which actually is the same colour as the set I'm wearing, so it's kind of like a whole burgundy affair. I actually kind of like the fact it's all one. I just don't know if I'd ever wear it as like one whole outfit, but I do think it's quite cool. This with like a cream bag, cream trainers, socks, actually could be quite cute. So maybe I do pack this set, who knows. But this is the coat I'm going to take because it's quite lightweight. To be honest, it's meant to be, like I said, like 20 to 24 degrees. I really don't think we're going to need any outerwear. I think it's just going to be quite warm, but I'm going to take it just in case because I don't want to be really cold by any means if it suddenly gets really chilly in the morning or the evening or something. But that's pretty much it. We're there for 3 days. So we've got today, we've got tomorrow, which is going to be the like cozy jeans and stuff. Then I've got one pair of activewear if we decide to go for a walk. And then on Wednesday we're leaving and we've got to be out by 11 AM, so it's just going to be a morning. So I thought that morning I'll just put on some activewear. Like activewear tomorrow if we go for a hike, and then I can get in the comfy cute outfit. And then today I can wear the linen trousers, the black top, and just be comfy as well. So that's basically it. I'm not going to overpack because I normally do that and I don't want to. So we're going to leave it at that and maybe just chuck in like, do I need a jumper? I feel like I don't need a jumper because I've got the cozy cardigans. Maybe I will put in though one long sleeve gym top. So just like a black long sleeved, yeah, here, a long sleeve gym top. Just so that I've got it in case it is a little bit nippy when we go off on a walk and I just want something a bit more warm. But that's basically it. And then I just need to chuck in my toiletries. I'm going to put in shampoo and conditioner, not because I think I'm going to need it for like actually my hair being greasy, but because we've got the fire in the cabin and the fire pit and stuff, I just think my hair's going to smell smoky and I'm going to want to wash it. So I'm going to chuck that in as well. But that's basically it. So I need to finish packing and then head off on our little staycation. Basically just need to chuck the books in, the tripod, all that kind of jazz, and then we're off. So I'm going to shower and stuff and I'll catch up with you either in a little bit or when we get back.
It's officially so dark, the studio light has come out.
I honestly hate this time of year so much. Not for the weather, not for the seasons, just for the fact that it is so impossible to do any kind of content. Like, it's so dark all the time that trying to even film reels or like YouTube things and stuff, it's just so dark. So I forgot how limiting the time can be, especially when it starts getting all grey like this. I kind of wish I'd done some content yesterday because it was sunny, but I couldn't. I didn't have time. So today it is, and I need to do some bits tomorrow as well, but honestly, we're battling with light, and I did really want to use this space, and I really like it. The only problem is the minute I'm in that shot, it just goes really like not nice colouring, which is really annoying because it looks so cool, but it's just too backlit. So we're having to make do. My hair's also not gone great today. Like, just having one of those days where I've got a million and one things to do and everything's just not playing ball. I finished my Whey hair oil, so we're back to using this one until this runs out. This is the Kerastase Elixir one. This one's actually really cool.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
This one's really cool because you can actually buy refills, so you keep the glass bottle and they give you the refill that you can fill it back up with. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this. This is the Elixir Ultime, but I feel like you could definitely put one of the different ones in there, it won't matter. But I'm starting to get back into the oil era because I need some health in this hair. It's definitely growing. A lot of people have actually commented recently on my Instagram stories about the length of my hair recently. Where did it come from? Like, literally, why is it that hair doesn't grow for like months and months and months and months, and then all of a sudden it just goes thong, and you're like, oh my god, it's actually suddenly got really, really long. I don't understand it, but it has got long. I'm here for it because I want it back down, like, I want it back down here. I feel like we've not got far to go. We're like below boob, which is every girl's measurement of hair. I was actually laughing with my friend Jade about it the other day because she was like, oh, I had my hair cut and like it was, you know, below boob and now it's like above nip. And we were like, isn't it so funny how every girl measures their hair for like shoulder, nipple, boob, and then belly button? Like, we literally measure it on parts of our body. It's so funny. Hopefully mine gets a bit longer again because I really like my hair long. I did dye it darker. I think I already said this in another vlog, but I don't know if I love it. I like it, I just think it's very dark. The roots are already starting to lighten up and the ends are starting to get a bit lighter as well. It's really hard to tell because the lighting's crap today, but it's definitely lightening up. I used the Clairol Nice and Easy shade medium brown.
I can't remember exactly what number it was, but it was medium brown. I want to say it was like 5.0 or something, but it was literally just called medium brown. So I used that. The colour on the box was the exact colour of my hair, so I thought this is going to be great, it'll just cover the greys. No, it made me nearly black hair, but I think it's going to fade and it'll be fine, because even though it's permanent, there's bleach underneath, so it will fade. And the colour on my natural hair on my roots, I don't know if you can really see, but it is starting to fade a little bit. And I'm going to book myself into the hairdressers, I think, in maybe early December, and just get her to add some lighter bits back in. I don't hate the colour, but I just want her to, I don't know what it's called, but she said there's a way they can do it where they basically just like flick bleach like up the hair, so that it's not full balayage where they like separate it and foil it and stuff, but they basically like flick bleach like up and just lighten sections. So I think I might get her to do that and then put a couple of lighter bits around the front, so not blonde, but like a lighter brown, so not as dark as this, but like ever so slightly lighter than this, because my roots definitely need the grey coverage now. I'm in my 30s, I'm 32. I think I did well to last this long, considering every other woman in my family that I know of went grey, like, they had quite a lot of greys before they turned 30. I think I did quite well to last. I also still don't have loads, like there's a couple, but it's like they're in clusters. So I have like a little patch that's about here, and then there's like a little patch about here, and like they're just in little clusters of like a few. And I've started to notice that when I section my hair, there'd be like a couple, but do you know what? It's part of aging. I wish over evolution that grey hair just stopped becoming a thing, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're just grinning and bearing, but I need to crack on. I've got about 4 hours to film as many videos and like bits and pieces as I can try and get into that time. And then I need to go and help a friend with stuff. And then we've got my mum and my stepdad coming over this evening because they are off on a little trip. So they're gonna come and stay and basically just use us as a hotel. We're not taking them to the airport, thank God, because their flight's at like 3 in the morning, but they are staying the night. So I need to put the airbed up in the spare room. I need to clear the spare room because that is currently full of stuff, and just get it all ready. We all know by now that I'm such a family person as well. I love spending time with my family. My friends I would also consider to be my family, because a lot of my best friends, like my closest friends who I see all the time, I would say they are equally my family. Like, I literally adore them. I would do anything for them. I just love spending time with them. Like, if I have family over, my family will know my friends really well, likewise the other way around. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those things where I think, like, your friends are your chosen family, and my friends for sure are my chosen family. Like, I literally adore them. They are just the best people ever. And I couldn't imagine doing life without them. Like, I really love my friends. And yeah, my mum's coming over. My mum, as you know, is a lover of the vlog camera, so she'll probably inevitably be in it. She likes getting involved. She likes being front and centre on the YouTube vlogs. So we'll see. Anyone else with these IKEA drawers, do you find they get the most dusty out of all of your furniture? Because I swear this gets more dusty than anything else we own. We've got this set up. Oh, I actually wonder what the lighting's like in front of this. Ooh, snazzy. Oh, you can actually kind of see my hair colour a bit better now. There is nothing in this world better than getting home and putting on some comfy PJs, because I've been in jeans all day and I am uncomfortable. I basically had someone in the studio today doing the podcast, and I just thought, do you know what? If they're in the studio, I'm going to work at a nearby coffee shop for the whole day, and it's now like 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5:05, and I've just got in, and I'm planning to sit on the sofa, eat something because I didn't have any lunch, and then I'm gonna have dinner in a couple of hours, but I'm having a little snack now, and I'm so excited to just be sat on the sofa. Like, I can't wait to just sit on the sofa, I'm not gonna lie. But I did want to show you something really cool that came from YSL. I had a few deliveries actually, maybe I'll show you them because they're sat in the corner of the bedroom where I need to do content with them. But this came from YSL, it's like a cute little box. I just thought it was really sweet, so it stood on my bookshelf. And inside we have some of their new blushes. So they've launched these Make Me Blush new liquid blushes, which I'm not gonna lie, the shades are beautiful. So I've got, I don't know if you can see very well because of the colour of the, can you see these? Okay, so we've got Peachy Nude. We've got Peachy Nude, we've got 44, which is Nude Lavalier. and we've got 66, which is Fuchsia Fling. So they're 3 gorgeous colours. And there's a lipstick, which I'm not going to even pretend that I can read the bottom of, but it's a really beautiful shade. So it's like a, I'll show you. It's like a slightly browny shade, which is beautiful for autumn. I'll find out the name and I'll link it down below, because I will be able to see when it's a bit lighter, but it's really dark at the moment. So that came from YSL. And then let me go in the bedroom and I'll show you the other bits that came. Let me just put this back up here. I've got it stood on my bookshelf there. Okay, let me show you the other bits. We're in the corner of the bedroom. I actually don't think I've ever sat here and recorded anything, but we're gonna sit here. So I've got this that came in from Urban Decay. Yeah, Urban Decay. So they've sent me a box with their Face Bond, and Face Bond is basically their new foundation. So I've got this little thing, which I'm really unsure what this is. Oh, it's like a shade matcher, so I could like find my shade. So they sent me that. They sent me their foundation. What shade have they given me in this? 13, which is light, medium, cool olive. So we'll give that a go for sure. And then there's also a little puff, which I actually needed a little beauty blender, so that's really handy. And then we've got the makeup setting spray. The All Nighter setting spray is my absolute favourite. I love it so much. That and the, oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's in the other room, but it's like a blue one that I believe is also from them. I'll show you in a minute, because that's also really, really, really good. I've got this that came in from Neoxin, which is a cute little box. I need to put all of these on my Instagram story actually. And they sent me over some products. So we've got one of the scalp brushes, which I absolutely love. I might actually give this one to my mum though, because I do already have one, and I keep telling her how much she needs one. Then I've got anti-hair loss shampoo. We've got anti-hair loss serum and a night density rescue serum, which will be really interesting actually, because I've noticed that now we're in autumn, like I don't by any means have thin hair. I have quite a lot of hair, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't fall out a lot. So like when we get to autumn time, I lose so much hair, it's ridiculous. So I think I might give them a go. But to be honest, my mum definitely has said that she notices her hair is getting a lot thinner recently. So I might give them to her and tell her to try them out and let me know what she thinks. Because sometimes if I can give it to someone else, like if I can give that to my mum and it will be more beneficial to her, it makes sense, because then she can test it and tell me what she thinks. Weleda, I think I showed you this last week, but this is from the event that I went to, and I've got the Skin Food Ultra Light Dry Oil, which I'm really excited to give a go. I haven't tried that yet, but James has taken the thicker Skin Food. He uses that all the time. I've been using the lip oil, not lip oil, the lip balm, literally daily since I got it. It's been living in my handbag, and I also have been using the light one. I find the dark one a bit too heavy for me personally, but I really like the light one, so I've been using that. Dr. Jarts I thought I'd show you as well, because this is from the event. So we've got an intensive soothing repair serum mask, which I actually might use tonight, because I'm planning on having a little bath tonight, so we're gonna pop that on. I want like a nice relaxing, like give myself a face mask, have a bath with a glass of wine with a good book vibe. We've got the So Soothing treatment, we've got the intensive soothing repair cream, we've got the intensive soothing repair treatment lotion. I need to look into how you use all of these in the best way. And then we've got the Tiger Grass colour correcting treatment, which I've heard amazing things about. I really want to try this as like a pre-gym one, because I know I've mentioned this before, but I always put a little bit of skincare on before I go to the gym, but I don't do like foundation or anything. I go through stages. Sometimes I put a little bit of tinted moisturiser, sometimes I go with nothing on my face, sometimes I put my brows up and put some moisturiser on, sometimes like it varies. I go through phases, I go through stages of different things like my makeup and stuff as well. But at the moment I am barefacing it, because I'm going at like 6 in the morning, as you know from the vlogs. So I need to start giving it a little bit of something. I think I need to start getting back into a routine of like finding a good skincare balance. But where life has been a bit chaotic, I've honestly got like, my bedside table has got a random stash of products. I do have my Kindle stand set up also, yes, but I've got a random stash of products here. I've got, oh, this also came in actually. This is the Lancome Genifique Ultimate. That's on my nightstand. I haven't tried it yet, but I've been using my And Begin, which I'm still going with. This is the 3rd, maybe 4th, but I know the next order's just come out of my bank, so that's the 3rd or the 4th one. I've got the Superfood Fruit Vinegar Liquid Glow Facial Toner, and then I've got this, which I've been using as well. This is the Alpha H Generation Glow. So this one you just pop on 3 to 4 times a week and you like pat it in. Also got this, which is the, with my inhaler, lol. I've got the omega-3 water cream from the Inky List, sorry, which is really, really good. So I've been trying that as well. So that's my little skincare stash in the evening that I put on before I go to bed. And like I said, I've got this one, but I think I might, because I've got, what one are you? depuffing eye patches. I have the other one. I think the other one's in the bathroom because I saw it yesterday. But I'm going to put under eye patches. I might do this in the bath, under eye patches before I get into bed. Sounds like a plan, Stan. But I need to quickly go put these on my Instagram story. And first of all, I need to eat first. I really need to eat. Book update as well. I finished Throne of Glass when we were away, which I think I mentioned. But Throne of Glass, love, absolutely love. I thought it was such a good book. I haven't yet started the Crown of, what's it called? Crown of Midnight? Is that the next one? Something like that. I haven't started that yet because I'm reading The Ritual, which is a Chantal Tessier. It's a dark romance, which I'm not gonna lie, dark romance is kind of drawing me in. You may remember I read Credence a couple of weeks ago. It's a pretty good one. So I thought, do you know what? We're gonna read a little bit more dark romance as a little like palette cleanser, just because I fancied something a bit different. It was also on my Kindle from where I went into London a few times. So I'm finishing that off. It does have a few trigger warnings, so I would be wary before reading and do your research before you grab it, because I'd hate to recommend and then someone not like the trigger warnings of it. But I think I might head to the works tomorrow and pick up the new Jacqueline Wilson one, the adult one, because I'm really wanting to try it. So I'm going to read The Ritual, finish that tonight hopefully, because I think I've got like 200 pages left, and then I'm going to try the Jacqueline Wilson one. Which I know, we're very varied in our genres around here. I don't stick to genres. I like to kind of just read what sounds interesting, to be honest with you. And I don't like reading too many of the same genre in a row because they're quite predictable then, I think. But I'll leave them down below if you want to check them out. But yeah, I think I'm going to get it's called Think Again. And apparently it's like a follow-on from The Girls, if you ever read that when you were younger. But it's like an adult version of that. So it's basically like Magda, what are they called? Magda, Elaine and something, aren't they? I remember one is called Magda, and it's basically following them like 10 years later or something. So apparently it's like them navigating like being 30 or something, which is right up my street right now. But I need to eat because I've got a headache. We're going to ignore the washing. I feel like I live in a laundrette whenever we have a washing day, because we do like a bulk in one go and it ends up just taking over like half the kitchen. I'm making myself some enchiladas, but I feel like whenever I say that, it just gives me the vibes of like Emma from Selling Sunset, you know, when she's like, my empanada. That's what it reminds me of whenever I say it. But I thought I would do some tofu ones because we've got some of the wraps left over, and I've got like passata, we've got some fajita seasoning left over. So I thought, you know what, we've got all the bits, let me just make that. And then I think tomorrow night I'm gonna have like Thai green curry or something. I'm not really sure. I need to plan out my meals for the week a little bit, I think. Tonight, because I am on my own, I thought this would be a good option because, you know, James doesn't like tofu and I fancy some good food. Not that he doesn't eat good food, but like we eat a lot of chicken together because obviously I don't eat red meat. Or I do, but very, very rarely. Like it will be like if I'm out and there's only like a burger as an option or something, like that will be when I eat it, but very rarely. And it's only like if it's a burger or like a pork sausage. It's never ever like a steak or like a piece of beef or anything like that. Just, I don't like it. Like I've so many times been like, my life would be so much easier if I ate red meat, because like just protein and like, you know, the nutrition and all those kind of things, which I feel like you can equally get from being vegan, but it's so much harder. So like being someone who can't have dairy and can't have eggs, like I can't have those at all, but also doesn't eat red meat, I limit myself so much on like some of my sources of like certain vitamins and whatever. And it means I have to take a crazy amount of supplements to like counteract things like calcium and stuff. But I am actually speaking to a nutritionist soon. So I got a message from a nutritionist in London and they want to collaborate, and they basically have like a really like high-end clinic in Harley Street. They want to give me a full allergen intolerance test, something else, and then they wanted to give me like a meal plan and stuff and like understand nutrition. And I thought, you know what, as someone who is now doing a lot more running and I really need to focus on like my bones and my joints, which is why I've started taking like supplements more focused towards that kind of thing, I really want to make sure that I'm like nailing my nutrition to fuel me as an athlete, as well as just like a healthy human being. Not that I am by any means an athlete, but like I want to make sure I'm fueling my body to be good at those kind of things a little bit more and to help my joints and stuff, because I strongly believe the reason that I have such weak legs and like my hips and my knees and like all that kind of thing, I think is purely down to not eating meat. and not getting enough protein outside of eating meat, because I'm not saying being vegan isn't giving me enough nutrients and stuff. I'm just saying it's much harder to hit your protein goals, and I absolutely know that I don't. So yeah, that was the whole rant, but I'm having tofu enchiladas. I love enchiladas so much, they're just so good. So hopefully they come out all right. I'm going to try and make enough to have some for lunch tomorrow as well, and then I can just have a smaller dinner. But I'm trying to also make sure I get my water intake. It's your weekly reminder to drink more water. And yes, I am back to one of these bad boys, because if I can see this, I know I need to drink more if it's still full by the end of the day. Okay, it did look a bit better until I accidentally flipped one, but this is basically what they look like. So I've got 2 for tomorrow, 2 for today, perfection. Bath time. This is such a good investment if you are like me and your bath is quite shallow. It looks a bit grotty now because obviously like limescale and stuff, but this basically suckers around your shower, and then there's a little hole in the top, but it means that your bath doesn't drain really easily, because the drainy thing's at the bottom and it drains so quickly, so this saves my bath times. It goes on at the end though. Quite a large glass, but apparently that's what we're having. If you haven't heard of the chicken wine, it's unbelievable. It's so good. I don't actually know how well you're going to hear me over the bath, but still really loving this oat cleansing bath. I started using this around the time my skin was really bad. I've nearly run out. I started using it around the time my skin was really bad, and my skin has cleared up so much. Not only my actual skin, but like, do you remember I had that dryness on my eyelids? Gone. And it's all, I think, down to really simplifying my skincare routine for a little bit and just going back to E45. Because remember I said earlier that I was going to like start mixing it all up again? I think stripping right back from it has really helped, and then obviously using this. A lot of people said it was my gel nails, so I did stop using them for a little bit, but I started again and I haven't noticed a difference in that, so I feel like it wasn't the gels. I don't know what it was. I think it has potential to have been hay fever or like something along those lines, like maybe I'm really allergic to, I don't know, something. But obviously I haven't moved house and there's nothing really that it could be. I don't know, it's really weird. I do think it's partially down to using this oat cleanser, because the oat's really good for like eczema and stuff, and I really love it. It's really inexpensive as well. I think this is literally like, I think this is about £10 or something. I did actually get gifted one. I was talking about it on my stories and the brand saw me talking about it and they were like, look, we're going to gift you one because we know you love it, so we'll gift you some bits. And they did, and I'm not going to lie, everything I tried, so good. They sent me spot patches, they sent me, what else was there? There was spot patches, there was like a spot treatment that you literally just put onto spot, and then there was a couple of other bits. They're somewhere in the house. Like, I've been using them, they're everywhere. I think the Omega water was one of them, and I think there's a retinol. Yeah, so good. I absolutely love them. So, makeup's on. We're going to put the face mask on and have a little scrub-a-dub-dub with a dark romance, spicy book, and a glass of wine. Buzzing. I'm going to put a face mask on now as well. I decided to go for this one instead. This is an anti-fatigue, so it brightens and re-energizes. I just thought it might be quite a nice one, and then I'm going to use the other one next time. But I've had this one for a while and I feel like I've used it before and it was a good one. I actually think this might have been from my friends, because we always do each other like little birthday boxes, and I think this might have been, oh, it just went in my mouth. It might have been one of the ones that was in that. Beautiful. I can't take myself seriously. How cute is this? It was our anniversary last week and James got me some sunflowers because he knows they're my favourite. And because there was only 4, because obviously the sunflowers were in a small pack, we popped them in this vase and it actually looks so cute that I think I might keep using this vase for flowers. But I'm not sure what we'll get next. I like having fresh flowers in the house just because I think they look really pretty, but I'm not sure which one. Maybe some like roses or something more like along the autumn vibe like these. Or maybe sunflowers again because they're my absolute favourite. Oh, dearie me. I need to make myself a morning coffee. I am so sleepy today. Also need to descale the coffee machine because that definitely hasn't been done in a couple of days. What mug should we go for today? Do we want pumpkin? Do we want the pumpkins on? Do we want boo? Do we want hocus pocus? Let's maybe go for the boo one. We haven't done it in a while. Where is it? Oh, it's here. How cute. I got this from HomeSense. I actually really want a HomeSense trip to get some more mugs, but I am doing a no spend October, so there will be a video coming very shortly on that because I feel like they work really well, and my spending habits this year since I did the one in January have changed so much in terms of like just I don't feel like I impulsively spend as much anymore, and it's really nice because before I would literally just buy for the sake of buying, like it was just getting a bit ridiculous, and now I don't. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do one. I think we're gonna go no spend for October. I don't really have anything happening in October either. Like there's no big things apart from like a birthday or two. There's not really anything that's like a necessary spend. So I think it'll be quite a good one. And James and I are getting much closer to the house buying situation. We have a rough time in mind of when we want to buy, but it's more just like, you know, making sure that we've got the funds and then some, and we want to put down quite a bit. I know last time I mentioned it, I had comments saying like, oh, you can do 5% mortgage and like, why don't you try this and this and this, and all of those are great if that's what you want to do. However, we would really like to put down as much as possible, so I think I've said this before, but we're aiming to put down like quite a hefty deposit. So we're basically saving up as much as we possibly can to put down as much as we possibly can, and then obviously save like a big chunk of money towards like, you know, your solicitor fees, if we need to do any renovations, for the emergency if like a boiler breaks down, or all those different things that you don't necessarily think about. Because having moved so many times in my life, I cannot tell you how many times as a child we moved house, things would be like said as being 100% legit, like the boiler would be tested, all that kind of stuff, and then something would go wrong, or there'd be something that kept happening, or something that urgently needed changing, and like just all those little bits that you don't think about when you buy a house. Because I think when people save for houses, they're like, oh okay, deposit 30k, of course, like easy, done, like we can do this. Then they'll literally save like 60k, put the deposit down, pay all the solicitor fees, etc, etc, have like nothing left in the bank spare, and then it will be like, oh, the boiler broke, or, you know, now like we need to pay this that we didn't realise we had to pay, or now that's happened, or they can't do anything to the property and they can't paint it, or like buy furniture, or all those little bits that they want to do because they've run out of money. So we're just trying to be really savvy, basically. And I think that's kind of one of the perks of buying slightly older, because I think if I'd have bought when I was younger, I would not have thought of all these things. I'd have been like, give me the lowest deposit possible, like don't care, do it all, and I would have just gone for it. Whereas now I think like it just, I don't know, I think you understand it a bit more, and like having friends who have bought and sold and all that kind of stuff, like I understand more about the process, how much money it costs, like all that kind of stuff. This one on a complete sidetrack, but that's basically why I'm doing a no spend month, because it helped my money habits and it also helped me save quite a lot. So we're going to go into winter spend free. Also means Christmas will be less of a hassle because I'll have saved a bit more money up to spend on Christmas presents. Although we're not doing, I'm going to do a video actually of how we do Christmas presents, because we do really cool ideas with our families now, and we've got like a little tradition that we've been doing for the last like 4 years. Random waffle while I'm making breakfast. I think I'm going to have turkey bacon bagel because I've got turkey bacon left over and I just fancy it. It's very dark today. I don't know why it's so dark actually. It's so grey and grizzly. I think we've just suddenly hit that kind of autumn grey grizzly autumn, you know? Like sometimes autumn in my mind and in actuality is very like colourful and still a bit sunny, still a bit warm, very cutesy. Right now is not giving that kind of autumn. Right now is very is the only way I can describe it. It just looked gross outside. But I somehow need to get out for an 8k run later, which I'm really excited about. I hope it stops raining. If it stops raining at least, I won't mind it. I just don't love running in the rain, but I think what I might do is, if it is raining, just run with like a cap and a rain jacket, because I hate rain getting on my face and on my hands. I don't know why, I just have a thing about rain on my face and my hands. But I'm about to try and do a couple of reels and different bits and pieces, because I have to go get to the studio for, what time is someone in the studio? I think they're in at 11, so I need to leave in about an hour just to go and let them in. It's currently 9:30, and then I'm going to come back and try and get loads and loads of content filmed. So I'm going to try and get some like outfit posts and all that kind of stuff. But I've got a list as long as my arm, and I need to get started. And my motivation is currently like, you know when you've got too big of a to-do list that your motivation is 0? I need to minimize the to-do list and start doing. So I'm going to try and work out what's happening. But I need to do a post with my new suede jacket that I got from Vinted, so I need to find something I can wear with that. I don't know what to put with that actually. It's like a burnt orangey kind of colour. Maybe I'll just do simple actually. Maybe we'll just go with like jeans, and maybe we'll just go jeans belted with some sandals maybe. Not sandals, sorry, some sandals, Uggs. I'm thinking Uggs. But I don't really know, because I just want to do it as an outfit post to show you, because I haven't tried it on yet. But I want to do a little series that's basically like vintage fit or flop. So basically, no, find or flop I called it. So basically all the vintage things that I buy, if I get something like a suede jacket. I don't buy loads on there anymore, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to minimise spending. But I thought it would be a cute series every now and again to be like, is it a find or is it a flop? And if it's obviously a flop, then it will just get resold to someone and they can buy it. But I just thought it would be quite a cute idea, to be honest with you. We're going to go all white with a black belt, maybe black boots, and the jacket is here. We're going to ignore that as well. That's basically just stuff that needs to go away, books that need to be sold, a throw that needs to go back in, like, it's just stuff. But this is the jacket. I got it in a size large, thinking like, oversized, cutesy, like, is it going to be tight fit? I don't know, because obviously I didn't see it on a person, I just saw it on a hanger. So I thought, if I get a small, is it going to be tight fitting? I don't know. So I chanced it. This cost me about £45. I love it, but I haven't tried it on yet, so we're going to see. But I do have a feeling it's going to be a bit too long for what I wanted, so we'll see. But if not, it will be being sold on my Vinted for the price I paid, when I can work out what that price was. Because I can't actually remember. It was about £45. I know that much, because I was debating, maybe it was 50. Was it $49.99? I can't remember. But basically it was not cheap, but it wasn't expensive. I just wanted one that was real suede, and I wanted a vintage one so that it was a bit more like, I don't know. I didn't want to buy a new one basically. But let me try some stuff on, because I'm being really unproductive. And I think if I do like these mini little like TikToks and reels, I feel like it'll make me be more productive. I think it's awkward when you're leaving the house at a really awkward point of the day. So like leaving at 10:30, I'm gonna be gone for probably like half an hour, 20 minutes, to then come back and carry on, to then go back to the studio again. So it's just gonna be a bit of an all over the show kind of day, but we'll see. My goodness, this week has been carnage. It's Friday. I don't even think I've spoken to you since like Wednesday maybe, but I've just been so busy running around doing 1,000,001 different things and trying to basically keep my head above water, because it's been busy. But I'm popping to the works in a little bit with one of my friends, so I thought I would bring you with me and show you some bits and pieces that are in there. Ooh, I actually did get something, hold on. I got the new Jacqueline Wilson book to try, which I am so excited about. So this is basically, I think I said this the other day, but it's the stories of Ellie, Magda and Nadine, which is the ones in the Girls series, if you've ever read that. So very excited to give it a try and see what I think. I love that it's like a big chunky book. Like this is a big book. How many pages is this? 337. 337. Absolutely wild. But I'm very excited to give it a go. I used to love Jacqueline Wilson when I was a kid. I really used to love her books, and I really hope that I still love them, because she is probably one of the first people that ever got me into reading, and her books used to literally do bits. Like, I used to love them. I don't think I ever read anything else as a young child. I used to literally just read Jacqueline Wilson, and I absolutely love it. So hopefully that's an amazing one. Curl wise, I think I said the other week I was going to start using this certain product. I've been using a brand called Curlsmith, and I have to admit, my hair looks so much more wavy. Like, it's actually ridiculous. But yeah, I've just been using it. It's literally this, like, this kit thing. So this is the Wave Discovery Kit. I actually had a UGC ad with them, so they basically asked me to try it out because they saw my hair was naturally wavy online, and they wanted me to see how I got on with it, and it's so fab. Like, I actually think I'm going to be buying the shampoo and the conditioner on a regular basis and replacing my other ones, because for natural hair days, it's so, so good. And I feel like if you're anything like me and you've got even slight waves, the Hagrid vibes come thick and fast. Like, my hair goes full Hermione Granger and I don't love it. So I quite like when it looks a bit more defined and like less, it's more controlled, shall we say. Also, it's chucking it down with rain today, so I'm quite glad that I've kept it natural, because if I'd have curled it or straightened it, it would have ended up looking like this anyway. So I'm just gonna grin and bear. But I do need to make sure I wear a coat with a hood today because it is chucking it down. Quite nice and relaxing when you're inside, but it's definitely chucking it down. But I've got a lot of bits to do today, so I'm just waiting for that video to download, and then I need to quickly send it over to the brand for the UGC, and then I'm gonna head off to the works. Apparently they've just had like a massive delivery in of loads of new books, so they've started stocking like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, Cinnamon Cafe. They've got some Kate Robert books that are like I can't remember what they're called, Neon Gods and stuff, I think. But we just thought we'd go and have a little look and see what's there, and get a Starbucks, have a browse, etc. That's what we're gonna do. I'm back on the mushroom coffee hype as well. I forgot it existed. Classic Jess vibes. I completely forgot that it existed. I go through so many stages where I become like obsessed with the product and I use it to death, and then one day I just completely forget that that product exists, and then all of a sudden I'm like 10 months later I'm like, oh yeah, and then I pick it back up again. I don't know why, but it happens all the time, and I just think I need to get on to remembering these things exist because they're pretty good. But this mushroom coffee, I'll leave it linked. It's from Free Soul. I'll show you actually. It's from Free Soul and it looks like this. I will be honest, it tastes a bit like a mocha. It's a different flavour to get used to because it doesn't taste like coffee, but I normally just put like a little vanilla drop or something in there and just make it with milk and stuff like normal. And it's, what does it taste like? It's really hard to explain what it tastes like, but it does taste a bit like a mocha. It's definitely not like that sharp coffee taste, and I love coffee, don't get me wrong, but it's really good nonetheless. Like, it's very, very good. So we're having some of that. I need to do this washing up, which I'm avoiding because I hate washing up pots and pans, but I need to do it. And then I need to get out of the house. I'm procrastinating to the highest degree today. Did I even mention the parcel saga on here? I don't know, but it's been taking over my brain for 24 hours because I was absolutely raging. So basically, the parcel on the bottom of this, I got a delivery note saying it was delivered, and when it was said it was delivered, I had a picture of 2 small boxes. I was like, okay, this definitely isn't what I ordered, so I thought. I didn't realise the box was as big as it is, and the boxes weren't there when I got home. So James and I went down this entire building and went through every single block of flats, like up and down every flat in this building, and checked the doorsteps to see if anyone had got it, and maybe they'd put it outside the wrong number. Didn't find it. Came back. Parcel wasn't here. We were like, surely the neighbours haven't got it. Like, we're really good friends with one of our sets of neighbours. The other ones have only just moved in, but they're fine. We were like, where is our parcel? Where is the parcel? Nowhere. The Royal Mail man just came to deliver a different parcel, and I was like, hey, where did you put it? It was said it was delivered, like it's not here, like what happened? And he was like, oh yeah, I took the picture and then I left it with your neighbour. So I was like, okay, in future, I was like, do you mind if you just don't take the picture and tell me that you've left it with a neighbour, so that I don't have a picture and then open cases? Because like, as far as I knew, I was like, where is it? If he'd have just said, I've left it with your neighbour, I literally would have just gone and got it, like it would have been fine, but he didn't. Anyway, problem resolved. He went and got it back from said neighbour, and here we are, we have a parcel. So I thought I'd talk you through these 2, and then I really do need to get going because I have now procrastinated for a further half an hour. But the first one is this little bad boy from Estee Lauder. I've actually got 5, I'll show you all of them. Okay, my heart is so happy right now. So I can't get the whole thing out because it's quite heavy. I've got the Cleanse and Nourish. This is so good. If you haven't tried this before, this is the Night Repair cleansing balm, it's fab. Advanced Night Repair, one of my holy grails, I love this. The eye version of that. Then we've got the Revitalizing Supreme, which is like a replenish and firming cream. So typically I would use like 1, 2, 3 in the evening after I've taken my makeup off. Then we've also got this one, which is an overnight treatment, so I feel like that's a bit of a less often vibe. I haven't tried this one, but I had a smaller version of this, and I've had this, and I've had this. We also have a gua sha, lovingly plopped in the middle there. Oh my god, okay. Oh no, I haven't tried. Have I tried the Bounce Cream, or is it new? No. Yeah, but it's new. I feel like I've had that before, but maybe I haven't. The Repair Overnight one says it boosts skin's visible energy, intense moisture recovery, barrier recovery, I can't speak, you know what I mean. And then the other one, which is the Revitalizing Supreme, said that it's really good for supporting natural rhythm and skin's restorative hours, collagen technology, which features 8 powerhouse supporting ingredients, blah, 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 blah. Fab. So I'm going to try those. Thank you so much, Estee Lauder, for that. That is unbelievable. Okay, we're going to do one more parcel because my camera is about to die and I probably should get going. So I might show you the other ones next week. But this is the other parcel, which is from French Connection.